I thought, as I looked out into the world, gosh, everybody is teaming up against everybody else. We have, political party against political party. We have, nation against nation, of course. Obviously, religion against religion in some cases. We have race against race and culture against culture, and people just teaming up. I belong to this team, and I belong to that team, and we see it all the time wherever we look. And I woke up one morning, and I actually had a thought. Gee, I wonder who would be on humanity's team. It struck me so solidly, really like lightning. I literally sat up in the chair I was sitting in, and I went, oh, my God, humanity's team. We need to form, that's it, we need to form humanity's team that transcends all political parties, all cultural differences, all ethnicities, all faith traditions, and embraces all of them. Not that it abandons any of those things, but it unites all of them under one banner, the banner of humanity. And I ran downstairs to my computer to see if there was even such an organization. And much to my surprise, because I thought surely it's such an obvious combination of words, I thought surely the domain name is going to be gone. They're probably doing worldwide work right now, and there was nothing on there. I typed in the domain name. It said that the domain name was available, and I knew then that I had to create this. And so I immediately purchased the domain name and every other permutation, every other spelling that you could possibly think of, all the misspellings as well. And by the end of the day, I had in my head a firm idea of an organization, a worldwide organization that would be represented in cities, towns, and villages across the globe, the purpose of which was to create the space of possibility for a new spirituality to emerge upon the earth. I call humanity's team a civil rights movement for the soul, the last great civil rights movement on the earth. And so it has done some marvelous work. Even in its first 3 years, there are now over 15,000 members worldwide, and moving now into a deep action phase with an extraordinary outreach called the World Oneness Campaign. The World Oneness Campaign is an activity-oriented, very, very deep grassroots movement that allows people to create in their communities a level of awareness of our oneness and ways that they can take that concept, the idea of oneness, and apply it as a practical matter in governance, in commerce, in business, industry, in our environment, in schools, in education, of course in spirituality, and in all the social systems that we have devised as ways and means of cohabitating together. So the World Oneness Campaign shows up in many, many ways on the ground in places around the world: seminars, retreats, programs, workshops, lectures, all manner of interactions, conferences held with people in places around the world. Government leaders can come together with members of the educational community, with members of the religious community, and others, and sit down with business leaders and so forth and talk about, if we really believed in the idea of oneness, what changes, if any, would we choose to institute right here on the ground in this city? And it's about taking a global concept and localizing it right down to the individual human being level. And that's the extraordinarily exciting work of the Oneness Campaign, the World Oneness Campaign, which, by the way, wherever we roll this campaign out, nobody is in opposition to it. No one is shaking their head going, this is a bad idea. Everyone totally gets it. It is intuitively correct, and everyone knows it. The next step, first of all, is to coagulate, if you please, or coalesce, and find a way to gather around this message at a far deeper level. There are millions and millions of people who are agreeing with the things that you and I are saying here today, but they simply have not yet found each other in sufficiently great numbers. The purpose of humanity's team is to create an environment, a community, if you will, a worldwide community, that an umbrella organization that is obviously transgender, but transcultural, trans ethnicity, it's trans everything. It just crosses all the lines and overturns all the former barriers and the boundaries that separated us one from the other. And so the idea behind humanity's team is to create a presence, a worldwide presence everywhere, so that when a person begins to have the feelings you and I are discussing, they can look up and say, hey, wait a minute, there are some people right here in my community. Didn't I hear about a movement? Didn't I hear about an organization called Humanity's Team? And then they can contact that organization, perhaps go to a weekly event that the organization in that community may be creating. And in any event, get in touch with us across our worldwide network, as many thousands of people have already done, and then begin the work on the ground of actualizing, that is, putting into place in a functional way, the concepts and the ideas that oneness will sponsor. We begin by changing humanity's cultural story, that is, telling human beings a new thing to themselves about themselves, and allowing them to the possibility of embracing a brand new thought about what it means to be human, about what life is, what the purpose of life is, who and what God is, and how it all ties together in a brand new way. That is the work of Humanity's Team. The work of Humanity's Team is to create the space of experiencing ourselves, our lives, and our interactions with each other in an entirely different way. It's not going to be accomplished, by the way, as John F. Kennedy would have said, and as he did say, in the first 100 days, nor in the first 1,000 days, nor perhaps even in my lifetime. But let us begin. The first tenet of the work of Humanity's Team is to invite people to go into deep study, and continually referencing the center and the source of their truth and of their authentic reality each day, every hour, and to allow life to be a constant prayer, a constant study, a constant exploration, and a constant process of connecting and reconnecting and connecting yet once again with the inner core of our being that I call the place where divinity resides. You are tomorrow. You're the creators of tomorrow. There are many roles that you can play inside of Humanity's Team. You can be a group facilitator. You can be a leader of a celebration of life event, which we are producing all over the world in communities around the planet. You can be a life coach. You can serve the organization in many other ways as well. If you choose to be one of those who brings a message to life about life through the process of life itself, the site will lead you right through how you can join. There are no membership dues. And there's a wonderful opportunity awaiting people there to engage in the process of creating a new reality on the earth for all of us. Are you ready now?
It's through their touch I'm giving the love.